Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Bricks Gentleman, and today I want to welcome you to the sixth weekly update of the MOC number 40 from Brickomime. Okay, that's quite a well unhandy title, but first off, we will have a look at the recent builds. So here we see the baseplate number 3 with the huge blue armor and still no minifigures inside. But we have a lovely curved roof and a lovely curved facade. You won't see that from that side, but later on you will maybe see that, I think. And here we come to baseplate number 2 with the control center and the landing platform and the laboratory with some chemistry inside and some chamber for transforming creatures into other creatures, maybe. We will see that later on. And in the basement, some storage of gas bottles and stuff. So, and here we have the garage of baseplate number 1 and the entrance hall. And we see the staircase, and we have the meeting room with some tables and some chairs. And now Brickomime will put on its gloves and start building on baseplate number 4. And it's still a very natural, clean looking baseplate. So he starts to put in some platforms and connect them with ladders so minifigures later on can reach them. And we will see some huge progress in that update regarding that baseplate. And a lot of ladders, so and some platforms and a bit landscape work to make it look more realistic. And some side walls you will never see again, but or maybe. And now we get some bright orange color. Oh, no, it's not bright orange, but shiny orange. And here we see I don't know how the set is called, but it's from Bane or some Batman villain. And we have some. He will transform that set into something completely different. It will be some chemistry check, I think he called that. And it will bring some interesting color accent to that build. And in that speed you see a very fast progress with some control station and some details you will never see again, or you won't see again if the roof is on. But you will know it's there, and it's interesting to see it during the build, and well, that's basically the idea. To make it look interesting even during the build, and not only at the end. And even if it's hidden in the end completely, during the build you have the idea that everything is detailed up. And of course we need the minigun on the roof, or the huge gun, I don't know. And some details and some support structure in the back. He should have done that at the first step, but you will see later on it will be worth it, because at some later future point in the future, we will have some interior here as well with that. I don't want to spoil that. So subscribe to my channel and to his channel, and you will see it. And it's a nice nice way to store all that stickers and still have them for later. And now we have some landscaping, and all these chemistry bottles are placed. So it starts to look very interesting. And of course some checking where to, or if it's, because it's, I think, a little bit overlapping to the next baseplate, so it needs to be checked that there's nothing in the way. And here we have some details from another set. I think that's from some Dream set. We have some piping with a lot of chemistry stuff and maybe some leak or something dropping down. Maybe you can imagine a story. It's up to your imagination. And a lot of neon green looking stuff, or different aggressive green looking. And here you see the facade of the base plate number 3. And it's a very beautiful round facade. It gives an interesting look. And honestly, I don't know why they didn't use the dark gray pieces. And it's sand blue and gray, but maybe it's just to add some different colors, or maybe he just didn't thought about making it all dark bluish gray. But here we have some detail work, and you see with some small details the build really comes to life. And with some small rocks here and there, or some small gray studs, and you can imagine that these are rocks and some small different brown colored studs and round tiles and all that little details, and some plants and some flowers, and you see it really makes a difference. And it really makes things complicated if you don't take it, be careful and just rub them apart again. But you will see that if you have a careful look, you will see later on if it gets more detailed, and if you want to add something, it will make things complicated, but it's worth it. Now it looks seamless to the next base plate, so that's nice to see. And all these small details will really make a difference. Now he puts the tree apart, but it's only temporary, and you will see here some added platforms just to be able to add more details. And of course we need some support for the platforms, and you see he always has some problems with the already placed plants, because it's very dense and it's difficult for the fingers to put other pieces. I don't know how to describe it, but can have a careful look and you will see. Sometimes he makes some accidents. And here were some green, how is it, trans neon yellow or trans neon green, or I don't know how that color are called, just to make some chemical, or make it look like some chemical things are there. And another platform. And here we have a jump to the base plate 0, I think it's called. And here we have another set, and this is from Overwatch, I think. You will see the minifigures later as well. I can promise you that. And he will use the landing platform for the rocket, or the starting. I think it's a starting platform for the rocket. And he will improve that. So we will have a lot of rock work in that update again. But yeah, it's kind of necessary to have some rocks, or at least in that build, to have some rocks in the back and a little bit of elevation. But the set is already very nice, so very interesting details, and with some minor changes and some tiles here and there, it looks even better. And he just measures the height with some bricks, so this is just a rough idea, or kind of a sketch with bricks. And here you will see some channels. Maybe that's later on to get the flames away from the rocket. And the first landscaping. And a lot of slopes and cut plates and all that stuff. But this time it's a little bit different. We have more desert-like landscape. Yeah, but still, it's difficult to comment on all that rock work or to find interesting comments regarding the rock work. But you see, even the areas that are not visible later or are roughly visible, even here he tries to put in as much as, or make it accurate as much as possible. You see some slopes and to channel all the flames later on. And maybe at one point he will add some flames, or maybe we will make that optional so you can simulate a rocket start, or you just can remove them. That could be some idea. Maybe he will do that. And here we have see some leveling and some slow increase of of some sand dunes. And afterwards you see the big rock pieces just to get a very fast increase. And more blades and more slopes. I think you know that. But this time it's different with the other rocks because, as I said, it's more a desert-like landscape. So we have kind of an intersection, or maybe you can call it like that. So from more green landscape to more desert-like. Because of a few base plates to the right, or at least from this perspective right now, we have trees and we have grass and all that, and here we have desert. So the landscape changes throughout the creation. I think this will make things more interesting. And a lot more rock work. But I think that will be the last piece of rock work for a long time, until we get to the negative base plates. But you will see that as well at some point, so I can promise you there's a lot of progress still open or still to discuss about. So you can be curious what's coming up in the future. And it will be interesting. That's something I can promise you. So it's well worth subscribing to my channel and to the channel of Pricomime, just to make some advertisement for our channels. And also for my German friend, if you want the German comments on all that. You will find all the channels and linked in my channel, of course. And here is the first placement of the starting platform. It looks a little bit ugly because there's no support underneath till now, but that will come up later as well. And if you have a look at Prinkomime's channel, he's a few weeks ahead, so you will see it's already done and it's already on his channel. But I will comment that in the next weeks as well. And a lot more rock work. And you see, it starts to look very interesting, so it's worth putting all the slopes and these small cheese slopes and all the small details will make a lot of difference. And once in a while checking if it lines up with the next module, so that there's some natural flow between the modules and you don't see any cut. And a lot more slopes and a lot more cut plates. And still there's some floor missing on the rock, or some platform. I don't know how to call that, but you will see. I think in the next update. I'm not sure. I don't think we will see that in this update, but we have a lot of things to talk about in the future as well. But it starts to look already very interesting, so I hope you enjoy seeing all that rock work. But it will be... I think we don't have much rock work in the next week, so... or mountain work, however we want to call it. Maybe we have the connection to the next base plate. So we have the walkway from the base plate 1 to the base plate 0. I think you can already get the idea how it will look like in the future. Oh, we have the first mock-up of the floor of the platform, or however you want to call it. You can write it in a comment if you have better words for that. And it will improve in the future as well. And we have some interior and all that stuff, so we'll get very interesting. But we get to the end slowly, so I have to find some nice words, so I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and if you like it, or leave some comments and share with everybody. And so I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Have a lovely day and see you soon.